Yeah, won the North American Championship, didn't get him in the Worlds because of the interesting qualification criteria, but then he won the spot that was available at the qualifier to get to the Worlds anyway, which proved to be very important for Matt Campbell, who is only in the mid-50s in the rankings. He has not started this year particularly well. Cameron Menzies has, Pro Tour finalist already. And we saw what happened last year when Cameron had his best start to a year. He just kept on winning games and eventually won a title.
Wasn't a bad route to that final either. And he starts this European Tour season rather well. He beat De Souza, Kist, Plaisier, Bunting, Wade, Taylor, not Phillip, but lost out to Searle. Well, this one started very brightly. What do you think, Dan? We're going to get a 9-darter at the Belgian Darts Open again this year?
Ooh, well, they made us wait last year, didn't they, until the very final game.
Lovely grouping from Matt Campbell, actually getting a celebration from his opponent. Interesting. Are you a fan of the stare downs, by the way?
To be fair, Matt Campbell's been doing it not just to Cammy. He gave me one in the back room and I couldn't quite tell if he was being serious or not. He didn't break character.
He may just be the George St. Pierre of darts.
Double 12 for a 144 for Cameron. Wow! 2 great darts and one that was disgustingly bad.
Anything but disgusting, that one. A really good checkout. This game being played in a great spirit. And this is the kind of game you're going to get on a Friday afternoon this season, isn't it? Wouldn't be surprised to see something of this strength on a Friday night or a Saturday night in a European Tour event.
Yeah, well, look, the dynamics have changed with the Euro Tour. On the left-hand side, if you like, when you look at the players involved on this Friday, they're all players from the Pro Tour list. And on the right-hand side, they've come through a qualifier, whether that's a tour card holder qualifier like Matt Campbell has done, or one of the regional qualifiers like Darius Lavanauskas, you'll see all host nation players like we've just seen from Cedric Wagamans. But it's going to be that format all the way through on the Fridays, and then the winner will take on a top 16 player in the world. So that's what it's going to be. Not popular with a lot, but it'll still be good. It's basically the match play format with a 16 extra qualifiers. And everybody loves the match play.
43.
Everybody loves the match play, but not everybody loves playing in it.
How do you feel about playing in it, Paul?
Can we move swiftly on?
Okay, that's fine. Let's do that.
Campbell's going to use the 19s to try and get to a finish here. Last dart gets there. Very well done, but Menzies looking to equalise on double 16.
Well, his 3 darts at double so far have not been good, Cameron Menzies, but he's probably going to get more in this leg, and he will.
16.
Doesn't want things to continue to be messy on the outer ring. But they are. And Campbell has a chance to steal. Blue Jays style.
Trouble 17. It's found for tops.
7.
That was a little opportunity for a breaker throw. Cameron Menzies. Can he get near a double? That's probably the best dart he's had. And finally, he gets there. It's taken him 9 attempts. And the first 8, to be honest, didn't really look that good.
Notice how the second dart of that visit moved. Look at that. That doesn't go in if it's not for dart 2. So using the guide very well. And Menzies has won both of their meetings. Both of them were last year as well. And Menzies has had a better run in a European Tour event compared to Campbell, but it was 6 years ago. Quarter-final in Vienna. Since then, even with his improved status, still hasn't got to the last session.
Well, look, Matt Campbell hasn't played in the Euro Tour for 20 months. The last time he won on the Euro Tour was this event 2 years ago, where he actually won back-to-back games. The Callum Ridds, and then Joe Cullen. Joe Cullen, the only time he's beaten a seeded player on the Euro Tour. Played brilliantly there as well, 103 average. He's got that in his locker. Just haven't seen it enough from Matt Campbell. And last year, halfway through the year, it looked like he might be dropping off the tour. Blue start there will cost him a dart at double when he returns.
Just being here is a win in itself. But when you've accomplished that, you've got to set a new goal. And his goal is double 16. Just like Menzies in the previous leg, they weren't close.
Double 18. Not found.
56. 32.
Next door for double 8. Double 4 it'll have to be. A lot of missed darts at double.
The purveyor of the ironic thumbs up is punished. That won't sit well with Matt. Menzies will feel like Christmas has come early there for a 2-1 lead. They always sting a bit more when their breaks of throw.
423.
Wave of apology there from Cameron Menzies.
What is it with these dart players using ragged flights? They're both doing it. It's not like they don't get them for free. That's just a pet gripe of mine. If you're going to come to the Euro Tour to start the season off, at least have some fresh flights.
434.
But genuinely, it could cost you a deflection in the game. That could cost you a leg. That could cost you the match, right?
Yes.
6.
But there are some people out there, believe it or not, that use these flights for 3-4 hours in practice and think, well, I don't want to change them because I'm practicing well.
6.
They're all the same.
Well, how long would it take for the bearing in mind that these are elite level players and they're clustering their darts together, particularly look at the way Cameron Menzies throws. How long would it take for those flights to get in that state?
Days, if not a couple of weeks.
404.
Campbell threatening to break back. The 16s. Double 9. 83 check-out Cameron Menzies. Maybe he's got all his missed doubling out the system. Because the last two legs, 68 and an 83 check-out, they're not monstrous ones, but he's taken them out when he really needed to.
Yeah, you do get the feeling that whatever numbers Menzies finishes up with, it might not be a fair reflection of how he's playing now. He's playing better now than at any point in this match. His percentage keeps creeping up. I think you might be right though, Dan. I think he's got it out of his system.
Well, the first 2.5 legs he scored brilliantly and was poor at finishing. Then he sorted his finishing out. His scoring hasn't quite been there, but you know with Cameron Menzies, we saw it last year, the standard he was producing on a consistent basis, he can live with anyone. Perhaps should have gone further in the Grand Slam. Lost that real attritional game to Mickey Mansell, who's never found the gears that he's shown all year.
He probably looked at that game and thought, I should win this. But don't dismiss Mansell's efforts in that tournament. He was brilliant. 51 would have left a shot for 3-2 down. And now he's staring 4-1 down in the face.
It's good. Leaves double top. Couldn't keep that streak of hitting doubles going. So a dart missed for 4-1 and a double break. That is just in the double 8.
I think that's the first person who's hit double 8 today. You don't get much of a reaction from Campbell. Extremely focused when he's on the hockey. The only thing you ever get is that little ironic thumbs up. He was the first person to do it.
Yeah, he does it a lot. Gilding brandishes the thumb when it's good. Matt Campbell brandishes the thumb when it's not. He's the Wario to Gilding's Mario.
Is it just me, or does he actually have a little resemblance to Wario as well?
He's not gone for the old purple and yellow themed outfit. Do not rule it out. Ginger Ninja. We can confirm he's ginger, you can see for yourself. No confirmation whether he is a ninja. Although if he was and you saw it, perhaps he wouldn't be a ninja.
He's wearing black. That's why. And the person who they would play in the next round is probably not going to be wearing black. That's Peter Wright. And this is double 16. And it's 4-2. The finishing has been, on the whole, over the last 4 legs, exceptional.
Yeah, just the one dart missed a double by Cameron Menzies in this 4-leg spell. 68, 83, 106, and missing the double for a 116. That's proper stuff, and his average is up at just shy of 100 here. The overall numbers for Cameron Menzies are good. It's just that doubling percentage from the start of the match that's going to take a bit of the gloss off this, even if he does go on to win it.
The encouraging thing for Menzies is that he's had a very encouraging start of the season. But there's still another gear to find, isn't there, Cameron? Because 93 for the season, he was a good 3 points better than that about 6 to 9 months in last year.
Well, he said last year that the reason it was the best year of his career was because he got off to a good start. It didn't feel like he was chasing. This year has already started well. He's got ranking money in the bank. Going to be involved in a lot of Euro tours because he's so high on the Pro Tour list. Cameron Menzies might be getting on a bit of a roll in his pro career.
Might need this. There are people with Big Fish signs and Big Fish shirts. And there's a big fish on the stage! Can anybody see Jerry Hendricks? Because there's a fish on the stage and it's very big.
Well, you don't see much of this, do you? A, Matt Campbell giving a positive reaction, and then B, Cameron Menzies giving him a hug in congratulation.
Isn't this lovely? Lovely spirit on the stage. But someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And Canada is not just round the corner from Belgium. Coming all this way and coming up empty is not a nice feeling. Just ask Jeff Smith when he lost in this tournament to Damien Moll a couple of years back.
Well, look, Matt Campbell, by winning through the qualifiers to get here, he gets to keep his first round money even if he loses. So he's all going to have more money from the Euro Tour this year than he did last year. As he pops in a 174 to go with his couple of 180s. But you're right, this is an opportunity. He's not qualified for the other Euro Tours. It's going to be hard for players in Matt Campbell's position to get to things like the European Championship and other events. There's all these other guys who have lots of opportunities. They're going to have chances to add money, and Matt Campbell has taken out a 170. He might have to take out another one.
Well, the plural of big fish is big fish. But apparently that line has snapped. 156. Saw arguably the best finish of the UK Open last week from Ross Smith. Another one. Oh, yeah. That is glorious.
I don't think you'll get a hug of congratulation for that one. Oh, you do get a round of applause. Well, there have been fun up there, and if you Cameron Menzies, why not? Because having been hit with that haymaker from Matt Campbell, he has fired back with one of his own, and he is a leg away from booking a place in round 2 to face Peter Wright.
He is a big Rangers fan. Here's Cammy Menzies. He might be inspired by the result they got in Turkey. That was just yesterday. He's having a blast up there, but the job isn't finished yet. He'll be the first 3-figure average of the European Tour season. What more can you say?
83.
Well, this is at least something for Matt Campbell. Even if he does lose this game, he's lost to a good Cameron Menzies, and he's played well himself. And to be honest, last year, playing well, that was a rarity for Matt Campbell in the first half of the year. He went months without winning a game. It's encouraging, even if he gets knocked out in the first round.
96.
You want to be that guy, though, the person who put in a big average and lost. Not the first time in his career that...
Goes down to the 19s, leaves 3-4-7, means he can leave a finish. If he'd stayed on the 20s, got single 3-4-6, he would not have been able to. Needs 3 big trebles, though. There's one. And there's another, and he's got to go... Yeah, he's going back up to the treble 20.
437.
Wrong side of the wire for Cameron Menzies, but he is down to a finish that should get him 1 match start minimum. Pressure is he under?
58.
Probably not enough, but there have been some big finishes in this game. Double 12. He'll need that. He'll need more.
Another twist, maybe? Maybe not. Menzies will line up double 12 to get over the line from a fabulous game.
That is 5 match darts. The darts come out of the pocket for Matt Campbell. He thought it was done. And now he's favourite to win this match. Matt Campbell has survived 5 match darts and will now throw for a spot in round 2. And Cameron Menzies has gone from laughing and joking and hugging his opponent to trying to figure out where he is and what is going on.
Campbell has played in 6 games on the tour this season that haven't been qualifiers. He's only won 1 of them against Nathan Gervin at the UK Open last week. He lost to
that
Alan
went close, didn't it?
Absolutely. He ran Alan Suter close, 10-7.
41.
That was on Friday night. But this Friday afternoon would yield, you could say, the start of his year. And even with the dart on the floor, he has got the impetus here.
Well, once he got going last year, Matt Campbell, he did look good. He's a very, very dangerous darts player. But he got stuck in this funk at the start of 2024, and it took him months to shake it off. He needed that North American Championship to get him going. Maybe this weekend could kick-start his year, and he's had a lot of fortune already in this game.
Just imagine how Menzies is going to feel if he walks away from this with a defeat. 5 match starts, like you said, but he's been the person in charge of this contest. But he might be the person who was ejected from this tournament.
87.
That'll do. Leaves single to double. Cameron Menzies needs 2 trebles minimum. He's got all 3. He's done his part. He's hit half a dozen maximums in this game, Cameron Menzies, but he might be about to lose it. Double top. Double 10. Oh my word, he's gone next door. He's been finding the corners of doubles all game. This time it eludes him.
Needs the single again to win on tops. He doesn't steal it. Campbell left double 4 by missing double 10 too far north. He cannot go too far north again.
Matt Campbell steals the win. He's first on the European Tour for 2 years. He didn't even feature on the Euro Tour last year. He hadn't won a game since this event in 2023, and he shouldn't have won this one. 6 match darts survive. Cameron Menzies disconsolate, and Matt Campbell will face Peter Wright tomorrow.